Olga, my name comes from my great-grandmother, Martha Elia, who was married to Captain Louis. I'm sorry to Captain Louis, and my grandfather is Jacob Lewis. Jacob Lewis is in the picture of amalgamation, along with my uncle Louis. Lewis is also a picture of amalgamation. So we've been strong supporters and advocates on the United Front with regards to who we are and what our future is tomorrow. Before colonization, we traveled seasonally from here. And my name comes from Poi and Chuk down to the lower mainland. Then colonization. Subject to colonization, we were subject to alienation and alien laws that govern us today. And amalgamation, July 23, 1923, has given us the opportunity to work together in regards to what our future is going to be and how we get there, and our children's education. And I would like to congratulate our education department. Last year we had 100% graduation rate up here in Squamish, and working with our education and working with that's awesome.
Thank you very much, Alden. So your question is coming from Lands and Resources. And your question this evening is, what do you know about LGN, liquid natural gas pipelines?
Liquid natural gas. So we had one proposed in the past at Midnight Creek and Squamish Nation. We worked with regards to that one and the impact it was going to have. As a result of the impact of that watershed it didn't go. But there is a proposed LNG plant here at Woodfibre. And to increase that right away from Woodfibre up to the Squamish watershed over equipment, it's going to cause some issues and concerns with regard to habitat impacts. And what we will need to address that accordingly as we do through our project negotiation development office. But LNG, as we speak, Canada and BC, and through the federal government have signed an agreement with China. And that agreement takes Bill C-38, Bill C-45, our legislation changes to protection of habitat. It takes consultation away from First Nations. Now, Christy Clark is in China today speaking on LNG, trying to get it here in BC. And it's a big concern because the laws have changed. China has an agreement with Canada now. China can sue the province of BC if BC stops or supports the LNG development here through the Northern Gateway Pipeline, but also in BC. So that's a big issue for us as First Nations because we're going to be losing, and we've already lost certain rights and titles in consultation to those enactments and those bills. So that's a concern for us because there's no consultation with First Nations that really accommodate our interests, but also at the same time, these LNG projects will have impacts. And certainly the First Nations who have signed on to them, they've signed on to them because they're forestry decimated, fisheries are decimated, so they have nothing else in their areas to assign to. So LNG is a big future for them because it's all they have left in their territories. We're working hard to restore and rehabilitate the rest of our territory from habitat. But in the last 5 years, through the Watershed Society, which I'm president of, but also working with other funders, brought $4.2 million into Squamish in the last 5 years doing habitat restoration. So LNG is important. It's a future, but we need to absolutely have meaningful dialogue and consultation.
Station, one station.
Hello to all my dear people. It's an honor to be up here in front of you today. For our chiefs, dignitaries, matriarchs, everyone on YouTube. It's an exciting time. My platform is going door to door, I fall in love with the nation all over again. And from listening to you, I hear that we want more communications, more understandings, more literacy. I specialize in a lot of social determinants of health, in which regards understanding the documents taken for us, and also working with the policies and procedures and how we can improve that.
Thank you very much, Nicochea. So your question tonight is coming from community services category. And your question tonight is, how would you put specific and specialized mentorship committees, collaborations and programs together? What mentorship programs will you recognize?
So from my understanding, the question is how do you create specialized mentorships for different programs in the nation? This is something that is very crucial in our development of our future leadership. For instance, if we had memberships, how does that take place? We have had a lot of elders on committees and have a youth paired up with them, and also in different educations. With mentorship, this is how we build our future together. This is how we create legacies. If I didn't have any mentorships, I would not have the amazing opportunity as I do have today. Mentorships are within elders, within the young ones, the little ones walking around today. So we have different committees. How do you develop that and work as grassroots, as nations together? It's very exciting times, and I plan on working with you. And I've gone to door to door. Also, if you'd like more clarification for my questions, you can reach me at nahini.com. So, both for Mercy Nahini, Hoychuk, have a good night.
Tony, thank you, Jacob.
Our next candidate is Eric Baker.
I thought you went hunting.
Is that a late question?
Yeah. No, you got went hunting.
Good evening, everyone. Good to see all of you here. It's been a good night. This Wednesday and last Wednesday has been pretty awesome and positive. Great to see everybody out. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Eric B. Baker. My grandma is Emily Baker. My grandpa is the late Dan Baker. My father is Dennis Baker. My mom is Sandra Baker. Speak on my platform, my vision. I'm aware that membership has many concerns. It's my commitment to focus on the following three areas. These areas that I work with on a day-to-day basis as an employee of the First Nations Employment Society. These are important and realistic goals. And the three things on my platform are employment and training, land use and preservation, and emergency preparedness. I will always continue to have open communication with the community members on success, preservation, and safety.
Tony, Swallows. So your question this evening is coming through community services. And your question tonight is, our community membership is growing. What functions would you organize to bring community closer together? Our community membership is growing. What functions would you organize to bring community closer together?
Wow, what functions? Our community is always growing and will never stop growing, which is an awesome thing to see and be a part of. Functions, it'd be nice to see to bring our community together. It's aside from our regular gatherings, community potluck lunches, dinners, information sessions, family meetings, bring back the old Slahal games, and just our social gatherings we used to do a long time ago. It's always a great feeling to have a community come together when we all are in one room, sharing, laughing, and breaking bread and feasting together. So just some of the things that, some of the functions, there's the word. Some of the functions like to bring together, just to bring everybody together, are those such gatherings. We're always at our best when we're eating and feasting and singing and dancing. It would be good to have a potlatch in our community like we did before. We used to do. I know we have our CO and we have a big hall here and one in Homalchiston. It'd be good to have gatherings as well, just to bring our community together and be united.